back, folks. This is Shane. I'm back with Dr. Rick.
G'day, folks.
We're going to check out a couple of these Cornerstone effects pedals right here. So tell us a little bit about
absolutely.
what we've got.
Emilio just put out the single channel Gladio, which is just modelled on the Robin Ford Cannonball Shuffle sound, and this is it.
Yep.
We've just shot a bit of a demo, and just listening to Shane play it, feels like a Dumble, man. It really, really does. It's just, I know that sounds so cliche these days, but Dumbles have just got this beautiful warm bottom end and this lovely mid and this chirpy top, and just laid in with harmonics. And Emilio has managed to capture that in this pedal. Yep. So it's great. The difference between this and the double Gladio is that this has got a clean blend control, and I don't actually fully understand what he's done with it. I had a Sparkle Drive back in the day.
I had one of them as well.
And I like the sort of concept of, you can blend in a bit of clean, but for me, I could just never get it to work. It just sort of sounded a bit anemic. But this, when you dial up the clean to about halfway, about 12 o'clock, it just makes it sound bigger, less compressed.
Yeah.
It just sounds like the playing feel is more like an amplifier. So
you probably get your note attack back a bit as well, like
you
would when
your
dry signal blending back in or something like that.
It's less squish, but it doesn't sound like what I recall the Sparkle Drive, because I think we all had them for a while, then we moved on to the next thing, as we do, because we've got short attention spans, guitar players. Like the big Gladio, it's also got the switchable compression, which I always prefer off. I prefer a less compressed sort of drive sound. And we've also got this pedal here called the Colosseum. So this was actually what's called a community pedal. So Emilio has a whole bunch of devotees, of which I'm one, all over the world, and he basically put out a survey and said, I'm going to make a double pedal, what should I put in it? And so the people spoke, and they said, we'd like a Bluesbreaker on one side and a Klon type Overdrive on the other. And so this is what it is. And I know the world doesn't need another Klon, and it doesn't need another Bluesbreaker, but as Emilio always does, he puts his own personal spin on both of them. And you can either choose for the Klon to run into the Bluesbreaker, or vice versa by this central toggle switch. Yep. And so I know I prefer the Klon running into the Bluesbreaker, but John Mayer fanboys will know that he runs his tube screamer into his Klon.
Klons after the fact can get loud.
It gets brutally loud. But it's great. But so look, cool. He's certainly put his unique take on both of those effects, and they're built beautifully. You can use them in a switcher situation. It's got 4 inputs, so you can run pedals in a loop, etc., and intelligent soft touch switching, all the really great sort of boutique features. But at the end of the day, as you know, folks, it's all about the sound, and I think these two sound mighty, and you'll hear in the clips, the guitars really, they have their own characteristic, but they sound fantastic through these.
Just a quick disclaimer, Rick did buy this pedal from Cornerstone, and this one was sent out to the channel, which is why it says paid promotion somewhere on screen. If you want to check these out, we'll link them down in the description box. So you ready to make some noise?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's do it.
So this is the Cornerstone Colosseum, plugged directly into the clean channel of the Fender Blues Deluxe, and I'm on the Bluesbreaker side, and the gain's at about 2 o'clock, as is the tone, and the volume's at midday. So here's the Les Paul bridge pickup with the volume on about 6. So you can hear that it's got a bit of crunch, but it cleans up nicely. We'll turn the Les Paul all the way up to 10. So it's got that real sort of Marshall crunch. I really dig it. Now we're going to put the Les Paul into the middle position now, and I've got the Peter Green mod on this guitar, so it'll be the 2 pickups out of phase. Now I'm going to put the Klon side on. The Klon side will be running into the Bluesbreaker side, so you'll get a big walloping increase in the gain and also the volume too. Now I'm just going to turn off the Bluesbreaker side, so we just have the straight Klon going into the clean channel of the Fender Blues Deluxe. We'll turn the gain up, because a lot of people will say that the Klon really comes into its own when the gain's above 12 o'clock, so we'll see how it sounds. It's got a bit of poke, hasn't it? I'm just going to adjust now the clipping diode. It goes from a germanium to a silicon, so we'll just put it on full germanium first and hear how that sounds. Now we'll roll it all the way around to silicon. So to my ears, the silicon sounds a bit harder, a bit more edge. The germanium's a bit warmer and a bit softer in the attack. Still, they both sound great. It's great to have the option to have both types of clipping diodes in it. So we'll just crank up the output again. And this is the Klon really hitting the front of the Fender Deluxe pretty hard. It's really kicking the front end of the Blues Deluxe hard. Klon, I have a love-hate relationship with them, but at the moment I'm loving what it's doing for this Les Paul into the Fender Blues Deluxe.